Sorry, it's another late morning. Another orthodontist appointment. So I am just now dropping my daughter at school. And this is my live time. I drop her off at school and then I'm gonna get on live on my way to the gym. This is my normal thing. By the way, I'm 1 week away from my birthday, just so you guys know. So it's 1 week. This is the last week of year 47 of my life. So we're on the way. This is it. So if you're wondering, yes, I am accepting gifts. I am always accepting gifts. Anyway, all right. Today, I finally binge watched The Later Daters. I had to wait for my girlfriend because she got sick. We were supposed to watch it last weekend, but she wasn't feeling well, so she came over this weekend, and we watched all the episodes. We binge watched it over 2 days. Yes, we did Saturday and Sunday. We watched all the episodes. All right. So let's get into The Later Daters. My takeaways from The Later Daters. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's pretty much the same dating mistakes made by all ages. I don't know about the super young people. I don't know. They seem to be very different from my generation. So that would be Gen X and baby boomers and millennials. But the same mistakes were being made. I'm sure you guys have faves. I have faves. Of course, I think Anise was fabulous. 62 years old. Honestly, she was amazing. I did not like her pick, though. I was like, no, the guy with the hat, I don't even remember his name, that she ended up with. I hated that she picked him. I get she picked him because she found him physically attractive. But honestly, I feel like the guy, the British guy that she went on the date with, was the better match for her. And I was kind of disappointed that she didn't, although I understand. Like, I totally understand why she chose not to date him because if you're a person who doesn't date interracially, it's kind of difficult to step into that space. It is. So I get why, but I feel like in terms of where she was in her life, her age, her career, his career, I feel like he was more of a match for her. And so I was a little disappointed that she picked the other person. I see somebody saying hi. I can't read it, but hi, thank you for joining. Okay. So Anise, I thought she was fabulous. I love her style. She was amazing, like a phenomenal woman. I hated who she picked. And I read this morning that they are no longer together, which I predicted because I was like, they weren't a match. All right, my next fave. I adore Pam. Pam was so cool. When she said her love language was Italian, I screamed because she's such a fun person. She would always be hard to date because she's just out there doing her thing and nothing's going to like keep her down. So I love her. I hated the guy they matched with her in the first date that she had. He was such a dick. I was like, why would you put this amazing, fabulous woman with this dud? He was awful. And then she was really nervous and she hadn't been on a date in who knows how many decades. And he was just being an ass, like for no reason. And I get that she wasn't letting him talk, and I get that, that she was like not. So the problem with okay, so a lot of people do this when they're dating. When you're going on a date, you guys have to understand that a date is getting to know the person that you're sitting there with, and it has to be an exchange. So it has to be both of you sharing information about yourselves, both of you curious about each other. And what she was doing, the mistake she was making in that date, is she wasn't giving him an opportunity to talk. However, even with that being said, even with her making that mistake, he didn't have to be rude about it. He didn't have to be a dick about it, but he was. And I hated that they matched her with him. She would be a hard person to match with anybody, but she seems so cool, and I adore Pam. I absolutely adore her. Who's my other fave? My other fave is Greg. Now, like I said, I looked up this morning. These people are after the show. Greg doesn't have social media, but apparently Greg is engaged, y'all. But Greg, with his two sons, loved him. Absolutely adorable. Hated who they put him on the date with. The lady that was water skiing. I didn't like that pick for him at all. I feel like y'all I don't know who did the matching on the Later Daters, but y'all just it wasn't it. The casting was interesting though. So those were my faves. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but anyway, those are my faves out of the Later Daters. All right, now We're gonna get into it because what was it? Who was it? Nate. Nate. Oh my God, Nate. Nate is not going to end up with anybody. I looked it up this morning. He's still single. Nate's not serious about dating. And he's not serious about dating because his ex-girlfriend slash mother of his oldest child, they are in a relationship. They might not acknowledge that they're in a relationship. They might not feel like they're in a relationship, but they are absolutely in a relationship because how in the world, I mean, honestly, how in the world is she so deeply invested in his dating life and she's always at his house? This is not going to work. It's not going to work for somebody to come in and start dating either one of them. These two need to work out whatever relationship, non relationship, they need to have better boundaries because both of them are just, they're in a relationship with each other. Let's just call it what it is. They're together. They don't realize they're together, but they're together, and that is why both of them, I'm assuming that she's single because I didn't see a wedding band, but I'm assuming that she's single because she's always at his house anyway. But yeah, and then he wasn't serious about dating. The woman, was it the first woman, Latricia, I think, was the best match for him. I think. Can't remember who the second lady was. But yeah, I think she was like the better match for him. But he didn't want to date her because she was religious. But he brought up prayer first. Anyway, he's not serious. I don't think he's never going to be like married. The lady who was the widow, I can't think of her name. I think it was Suzanne. I think it was Suzanne. She was just. I mean, I'm happy she's dating, but she's totally unserious about dating too. Well, she's serious about dating. She's unserious about finding a relationship. I have to be clear because dating and relationships are two different things. Some people like she and they like to date, and that's okay. I understand that. Like dating to date is fine because if you're not looking for a relationship and you're not looking for something serious, then yeah, sure, go out, have a good time, enjoy the company of other people, and then go on about your life. That's cool. But then they're acting like they want to get in a serious relationship, and that's where the red flags are for me. Because if you want to be in a serious relationship, well, that's a different thing, and you need to find the person that's most compatible with you, and they are not open to the people who are the most compatible with them. So they're not really serious about that relationship thing, even though that's what they said. Who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, the lady with the glasses, the auntie lady. She too. She's so very set in her ways, and even though she says she wants to be married, she's so particular about who she wants as a partner. It would be, it's damn near like if you are dating, and I get it. There's a lot of people that say dating with intention and finding the person. I get that you want a particular thing, but if you have this list of preferences, your preferences are not necessarily compatibility things. Like you're not necessarily compatible with the person that you prefer. Like you might prefer that somebody wears a certain type of clothes, but that person's personality may not be a good fit for you. So, again, some of these people, it was a great show. Like some of these people, it was very entertaining, but some of these people are totally unserious about dating and relationships. And I have to thank Michelle Obama for making this show because me and my girlfriend, we had a lovely time watching the foolishness. So if you haven't watched The Later Daters, please go watch it. Please support Michelle Obama's show. It was very entertaining, and basically it just told us that pretty much all ages on this dating thing are going through the same thing. For example, I feel like some of the dates that they pick for the women, like I feel like they really did well picking for the female cast members, or and in terms of how they looked and how they presented in their careers. I feel like they really did well picking the female cast members, and I feel like they did a good job picking the men too. But the dates for the women were subpar. I'm sorry, Michelle. So y'all could have done better in terms of picking like who the dates were for the women, because I feel like the dates you picked for the men were generally, cuter than the ones you picked for the men. I mean, I don't think you picked the best for the men, but just physically, I feel like you guys help the men out a lot more than you help the women out. That's how I feel. And the guy that Anise went on her first date with, who called her ghetto, like how y'all even? He wasn't even cute. And then like what was the interview like where y'all were like, yeah, we should put him on a date with somebody? Like, what were y'all thinking? Because he was rude and he was just out of pocket, which happens a lot. A lot of you men don't know how to go on a date, don't know how to keep inside thoughts in. You should watch that show because dudes were making a lot of the mistakes a lot of men make on dates, and that's why women stop going out on dates with you. Should definitely check it out. But yeah, I feel like it was really, really unfair. I feel like whoever's doing the matchmaking could do a better job for the women. Like, yeah, for sure. Like, I really do. But yeah, I totally enjoyed the show. It was fun to watch. I wish there were more episodes. So I hope that I really hope there's a season 2. Um, because this is very entertaining seeing people 55 and older go on dates and struggle with dating just like people who are younger struggling with dating. Like, it was a fun watch. And again, a lot of the mistakes. Oh, the other thing is, like, I'm happy they had the woman who was trying to kind of coach them a little bit, but I feel like her coaching, like, because she doesn't completely get, especially with the older black women, like, she didn't completely understand the perspective of an older black woman. I feel like some of the coaching that she was giving was inappropriate. I'm not sure how to put this. Like, she was trying to like encourage them to be more open, I guess. But it's like some of the guys that they were trying to encourage them to be open to weren't it. They weren't it. They weren't it. Y'all know I'm at my gym, so I gotta look for my parking space. They weren't it. They weren't. It wasn't. It wasn't it. It wasn't working for me. And she was trying to encourage them to be like really more open to it. And it's like, no, no, we don't need to be open to everything. We can be more open, but not necessarily to everything. Some things, there's got to be a no. Yeah, it's got to be a no. All right, so I'm finally in my parking space. Oh, thank you, Stormy. This is my hair. It's just a big poof today. Um, and I don't know, Leo. You're like upset because I did a live from my car. But yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like, y'all, you can drive and your phone can be on. I'm not. I'm stopped now, and now I'm reading the comments, but I wasn't reading them before. Okay, Rashad. Uh, why would I feel? I don't know you. Oh my gosh. So here come the man trolls. I don't know what's up with y'all and not understanding what's acceptable behavior and what's not. But it appears as though men are really having a hard time. Even in the show, the men are having a very hard time. At least the ones that were sent on the dates with the women, they're having a hard time understanding what's acceptable, what they have to do to make women like them. It's like women keep telling you certain behaviors are unacceptable, and it's like, I don't know, you guys want to listen to men tell you what women want, and women are literally like, hey, we don't like this, stop doing this, and you keep doing it. So, you know, that's why you're struggling. You are struggling because you don't listen and you're unwilling to change your behavior. And women, we're gonna be all right. Like, we women, we single women, we're having a lovely time. We're enjoying our lives. Dating is like a second. It's not a priority. Like, we are having a really good time living and enjoying life unbothered. And if some guy comes in and understands what we want and what we need and enhances our life, then sure, maybe. But if you come in all rah rah and you come in saying crazy stuff, women are not going to date you. We're not going to be interested. We're going to be like, oh, you don't listen. Oh, you're acting crazy. Oh, no, thank you. We're good. So, yeah, the trolling thing is not helping you men get dates. You should probably do something different, something new, try something new. This is not working. But yeah, for me, you control me. It's just you're engaging with my content. You're boosting me in the algorithm. So to me, it makes me laugh because it's like you're playing yourself and you're assisting me in my YouTube. I guess I don't know. Like you're here and you're making comments, but it's just weird behavior because it doesn't get you anything. I guess it gets you some minor amount of attention, and that's still not what you want. It won't make women like you. But anyway, back to the later daters. I enjoyed the show. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I'm totally forgetting somebody, but I can't remember. But anyway, that was my assessment of the show. Um, you guys let me know who your faves were because like I said, my faves were Anise and Greg and Pam. Those were absolutely my favorite people on the show. I adore them. I wish them the best in everything that they do. I hope that they end up doing whatever they want, whether it's with somebody or not. I totally get at this point in my life that partnership is cool if it's true partnership. But if somebody's just using you and abusing you and just wearing you down and not actually contributing to the relationship, being single is much better. It's much better to be single. So I wish them all the best. And, you know, I hope that they have another season and I am looking forward to it. So Michelle Obama, thank you for bringing this to us. My girlfriend that watched it with me, she said she wants you to lower the age to be on the show. She's 50, so she was like, lower the age so I can go on it. So you might consider it making it 50 and up. But I told her 55 is like the lowest senior, like that's the lowest age that you could be considered a senior. And I was like, it's the later daters. You got to wait 5 years. But she was like, let me on the show. Anyway, let me go in this gym and get some work done. And what else? What else do I have? I'm missing yoga today because it was very late. Yeah, I'm sad that I missed my yoga, but I'll go tomorrow. And I will be online tomorrow at my usual time, usually around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's like when I drop my daughter off and I'm headed to the gym, so I'll probably do that again tomorrow. If there's anything that you want me to discuss, please just send it to me. My socials, Kai Nicole on Facebook and on Twitter, Kai Fly Mommy on Instagram and Threads. Anything you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm 1 week away from my birthday, so yes, please send gifts, Please, please send me something. Um, yeah. So, and I will be like celebrating my birthday on New Year's Eve, so I might do a live from there. So a bunch of me and my girlfriends are going to a New Year's Eve party, so we'll probably I don't. This is not okay. I don't know what you guys are doing in my comments, but this is not a hookup situation. I'm talking about the Later Daters, the TV show. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, my birthday's coming up. Send gifts and follow me on my socials. If there's something you want to talk about, send me a message, and I will make a video for you. I'm probably gonna try to get a video up today, but if I don't get a video up today, please go watch the videos that are up. There's plenty up. But I'm going to try to work on something. I'm just not sure what it's going to be about yet. I did get a lot of comments on that thread, and I thought about maybe doing a video about it. I haven't totally decided yet. It's not a no and it's not a yes. I got to go and sit and think about it. So, anyway, I will try to work on that today. If it's not up today, it'll be up tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for watching as always, and make sure you check me out tomorrow. I'll be online again tomorrow, like I said, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time in the morning. And yeah, that's it. And then now I'm gonna struggle to get off of here like I always do. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and peace.